Hey everyone, this is Jose Baeza, and we got
Antonio Hernandez here.
that's right. And today's topic is what kind of expenses can we expect from real estate investing in some of these properties?
Okay, so especially when you're rehabbing a property, if you have one project, it's fine. You can put some money on the side, but um, if you know how much you're gonna spend, you can put it aside. Or if you have a hard money loan, usually they give you the money, and you just start, working little by little,
Right.
and then they're paying you back. Some of the issues that I seen, and it happened to me before, that with, when you start doing these projects, you just keep putting money on it,
Right,
and I was putting my credit card, I was putting everything on it.
right,
And at the end of the project, I got my money back, but then my credit was shot,
right. Of course.
because it's overextended.
Yeah.
So what I recommend to some of the people is that if you get a hard money loan, at least you're gonna have, let's say, 30,000-40,000 that they're coming back to you. But the problem with some investors is that they're using their own cash and they're using their credit cards.
Right.
So if something happens, it takes more time,
Right.
then you're gonna get in trouble, because now you're late and you got your credit cards, you don't have any money to
It
make
could
the
all go
payments.
downhill.
Yeah. So like I say, the best way to describe it for me is having a hard money lender or having a private lender or any lender, give the money is better than just funded cash,
Right.
because it can make a lot of things not go the right way.
Well, not only that, but I mean, you're talking labor, you're talking materials cost.
Yeah.
And I've had a lot of stories shared with me where whether it be a contractor, they hire the wrong contractor,
Yeah.
they'll do half the job, and the other job they'll go ahead and just miss completely, and then they'll do partial materials, and then they have to hire somebody else, and then all of a sudden they're starting from fresh.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that unfortunately happen. Sometimes you don't get the right contractor,
Right.
and it's like double dipping. Now you're paying extra for what he didn't do.
Right.
And not only that, is the time, because time in this business, time is money,
Right. Of
and
course.
you're still paying, for the money that you got, from the lender or whoever, give you the money
right.
every month.
Not to mention, but there's a lot of laws, and this is something that people would have to really look into the law in their state. But there's situations where if you have a rental, you can kick people out in case they're not paying their expenses or their rent. So now you're stuck with a mortgage that maybe it's gonna have to come out of your pocket.
Yeah. So, and that's why you need to get your numbers, and
Right.
everything. Like I said, one of the videos that we did, I didn't start doing fix and flips until I done probably 10 plus.
Yes.
Because I didn't, I didn't start doing rentals until I did some flips, because I wanted to get some money in reserve, if something happened
Right.
with my rentals.
Yeah,
So-
exactly. And that's one of the things where people can't really control unless they do very thorough. They're very thorough as to who they bring in as the rental. But just like any just like any business, there's always a plus and a negative with each type of investments, right?
Yeah.
Because I mean, you got rentals, you got wholesaling, you got fix and flips. And the same thing can happen with commercials, with like hotels, whether you're buying hotels or you're buying buildings.
Yeah, especially right now, restaurants, they're not doing so well because, especially here in Chicago,
Right, exactly.
people's not buying, or they're not getting, inside, and they're not consuming as much as they were supposed to.
Right.
But like, hotels, gyms, and all this stuff, is closed. So,
they're
the
probably-
commercial side
Yeah.
is let's say is more in trouble now than the residential side.
Right. That's true.
Because the residential side, people is staying inside. So the house or the apartment is the best thing. If you have where to stay, now you're safe, right?
Exactly. And I think that actually brings up another point, which is changing people's habits. I think a lot of people are working more from home where they're not necessarily requiring to go to an office, which means that not many people may, or not many companies may end up renewing their leases, and that's going to lead to much more empty office spaces. And I've seen here in Chicago, like Morton's, one of my favorite steakhouses, I believe they closed after hundreds of years, or who knows how long it is. Yeah. But, you know, it's one of those things where we never saw it coming in a way. And all of a sudden, now that it's here, those companies that, or those individuals or investors that have commercial properties, and now they're facing a lot of evictions, or they're facing a lot of emptiness. Now they're stuck with some of those expenses.
Yeah, it's I mean, like I say, you know, it's is a different, you know, world that we're
it's just a matter of getting prepared. It's just a matter of getting prepared.
Yes, and I mean, and residential, you know, for investors, I mean, you have 1 or 2 properties, 3, you know.
Right.
There's people who has, you know, 10, 20 properties. But, you know, some of the statistics, you know, it says that only about 5% of the people, you know, defaulted in rent.
Right.
So it's not a big, you know, a big amount of people not paying the rent.
Well, yeah. I mean, no, I don't think a lot of people want to go, you know, homeless in a way. But yeah, no, definitely. Well, I appreciate you sharing this information. Again, you guys, if you have not subscribed to our videos or our channel, definitely subscribe to our channel. Check us out on social media: Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and also check out our websites. They're located on the video information below. And we're very much looking to share more information with you guys.